Oh, hey there. It's Brandon of the Ope-Eh three-way. What is going on here? Do we
I
play
guess,
around with a intro screen here?
I guess we are.
Well, I mean, that's not wrong. We are starting in three, two, one. Oh, hey there. And welcome to the Ope-Eh three-way pro wrestling podcast on this our episode, not number one, but 71. Uh, we are 10 days away from the end of dry January. And apparently 2 days around here from the ninth circle of hell. Pierce, how you feeling about all of this?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to the end of this week. It's going to be
Oh,
so
it's
fucking cold. It was so fucking cold on Monday. Yesterday I was sick, but I'm feeling good today. Like
right on.
it has just been dumb lately. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good today.
Great. Yeah, no, but hunker down, boyo. Get you some heat packs and some cocoa. It's going to be. They're already closing down schools. MPS already shut all their shit down for Friday, so it's going to be one. So, but you know what? We're here right now. We're here today, and buddy, I don't think we're alone
No,
today.
we are not alone. We don't have an A today, but technically we do have another Ope because this man is originally from the Midwest. It's time to lock in because our buddy Najee is joining us.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's good, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Last time you were here, there were no camera. Well, there was a camera. We could see each other, but it's recorded cameras this time, so it's a little different.
Yeah. Hello. There's my face.
Be in the hot spot.
And there's no Canadian, unfortunately. Donnie, we miss you.
Oh,
yeah, we're already missed. Yeah.
Sending my love.
Once again,
But,
he's a real fucking person.
He is. Yeah, Wells, Pluggo. I don't know why we're not on this train yet, but AI is kind of throwing a kerfuffle in a lot of different things. So I understand some of the reservation.
Was AI? We must be a lot more wealthy than I thought because that would have been the most impressive AI maybe ever.
Or they're holding out on us in the Great White North up there. They got something hidden under the snowbanks. Anyway, Najee, how are you been?
I've been good, man. Chilling. Just trying to catch up with the local indie scene a little bit and learn a little bit. A couple more things. I tried out commentary for the first time last week, so that was fun.
I did see
right on.
Kind of threw me into the wolves there at a random TV night that I went to.
There you go.
Or were you head commentary?
So they were like, you be Vic Joseph, and then this person's gonna be Booker T, and I was like, all right. I was like, I'm happy you didn't put me as Booker T, or I would have had more questions.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Vic Joseph's a hell of a pair of shoes to fill, but
it was good though. It was pretty cool. It was nice to try out. He was my inspiration for sure.
Oh, right on. Cool, man. You're still on Vegas, right? Sorry, I just wanted to clarify.
I am still out here in Las Vegas. I'm counting down the days till WrestleMania when everybody gets out here because, God, it's going to be nice to see some familiar faces.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking at SummerSlam ourselves, too, for Minneapolis because it's a hop, skip, and a jump away.
No, that one I might have to go to as well because I have a best friend who's like, I have a best friend who has a best friend that lives there in Minneapolis, so... We were originally going to go to that Mania, or what was it, SummerSlam, the original one?
Before they switched over to Atlantic City or whatever? Or?
Yeah. We were supposed to go to that one. That was the game.
All right.
We ended up meeting at the Rumble instead, so that was fun.
Yeah. That was a great one. Definitely no shame in that.
Well, anytime we have Najee on, we're talking NXT, because believe it or not, that guy likes NXT quite a bit.
Never.
I mean... guys who have NXT in their name, they can't like NXT, right? Be crazy.
It. I've never been to an NXT show ever.
Never. But we're going to be taking a look at the future today. We're going to look at current champs, who we think is going to be champs by the end of the year, and then who we think is going to get that call up to the main roster, and everything in between. Before we get into the happenings of the past, Najee, do you want to say who you are and where people can find you?
Oh, hello. My name is Najee. I'm the host of the NXT with Najee podcast. It's a part of the Whip Show, Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, ran by Deshaun Whipple, and also a part of bodyslam.net. There's a lot of people affiliated with that, too many to name. Shout out to Cassidy, shout out to Corey Hayes, shout out to J-Star. Those are my peoples. And you can find me on everything at NXT with Najee, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm still not calling it X, it's Twitter.
No, that's fair.
That's it.
Respectable.
And I mean, why would you call it X?
Yeah.
It's Twitter.
Yeah, but basically on
So-
on this show we just recap the matches, then kind of talk a little bit about the drama. We do predictions, and I have a different guest on every week. I try to get fans on more than like wrestlers and different things like that because it's the passion that got me wanting to do it. So I always try to get other people who are passionate on. That's the blurb.
Yeah. Check out the
Right on.
episode I did. I thought that was quite a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Soon you'll see all three of us on there. Hopefully we'll get that figured out. We tried to do
Yeah.
it this time, but things kind of got muddied. But we will be
Season
when
5.
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. But before we get into the future, because NXT is all about the future, we're going to talk about the past.
I think you know me.
Oh, we trim it?
I did not trim it.
Oh, I thought I heard a little one.
1990, the second ever Royal Rumble takes place, or the second Royal Rumble, or no, this is the fourth. It's the second Royal Rumble that Hulk Hogan had won. He won back to back. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Some shit happened, and then Hulk Hogan wins. That's like 1984, 1993 in WWE. That's just
Hey,
how.
where have I heard that one before?
Then you can look at
WrestleMania
WCW.
9? What?
1994 to 2001, and the same thing applies. So, 96 Royal Rumble. Shawn Michaels goes back to back, last eliminating Diesel, and then of course he would go on to WrestleMania, have the Iron Man match versus Brett, and the boyhood dream would come true.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Immortal.
2001, in arguably the best and greatest Royal Rumble in history. This had it all. It had a great mid-card point with Raven bringing in weapons and beating everybody up. You had Drew Carey coming in for one night and making the WWE Hall of Fame because of that one night. And then Kane comes out, wrecks shop. At the time, held the Royal Rumble record for eliminations at 11. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin wins his third Royal Rumble, last eliminating Kane. If you have never seen it, go check it out. An absolute banger of a Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in one Rumble. Although I will raise the point that you probably couldn't call it the greatest Royal Rumble because it didn't take place in Saudi Arabia.
Shut up.
Lest we forget. Hey, Braun Strowman has held that title longer than San Martino held his, in case you didn't see that floating around on the internet.
I did see that. That is
That
accurate.
belt has not left his possession.
That is it's not
Quite an
canon.
accomplishment.
Not a
You
canon.
said it's not canon.
It's not a
Wait,
canon.
you didn't talk with Braun about this when you met him up in when you were saving the dam or whatever that was going on?
No.
Oh,
I did
come
not
on,
talk-
Pierce.
When I met Braun, we'll sidebar real quick before we get into the future. So Braun, his dad is best friends with he was my aunt's husband, so my uncle at the time. So he would go to my family farm as a kid, or my family's farm as a kid, and help out there. So he and I have like a familial connection that we really talked about. That was the main thing we talked about. And I've been trying to get that figured out for years because my aunt told me about it, and I was like, is that true? And then he confirmed it, and like we just we hit it off. And if you've never met Braun Strowman, he's a great dude. He's funny as hell, and
Yeah, he's something else.
he's
I
got
feel
good
like I'm the
skills.
last person out of like everybody that I know has met him except for me at this point. Like,
Oh, really? Yeah,
like,
dude's
all
everywhere.
even my like circle of friends in Orlando, like they hang out with him all the time. They're always at the same karaoke bar or just wherever, just hanging out with him. And I just never seem to make it out whenever he's there.
He just finds his way to all these little small town places in Wisconsin here too. Pierce, I saw him singing karaoke at the Mine Shaft. I was so pissed off because like I was off that day too. And I was like, I could have just gotten some brewskis and watched Braun Strowman just kill it on the mic. And you know, it's
Singing some Creed.
They renewed his second season for a show too.
This show is actually pretty solid. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is
I haven't seen
a
it yet,
fun
good
food
things.
show.
Hearing good things.
But we have talked about the past. We kind of talked about the present. let's talk about the future. NXT.
Yeah.
We have some great champions, including the legendary Vacant right now. I mean, Najee, NXT is your thing. It is your favorite thing. You were at the shows you went for what, 2 straight years almost?
Yeah, 2 years and some change, damn near.
And
Man,
I mean, you've seen the ups and the downs. It's been a lot of ups more than downs, I would say. I mean, we got quite a few great champions right now. Let me pull up the NXT champions. I had the roster up. What did I gotta go to NXT. All right. So currently the men's NXT championship is vacant. If we were to look at the roster right now, who would we think is the next up for that championship? We got a 6-way ladder match to determine who that champion is. It hasn't been completely filled out at this point. Who do we got? We got Ricky Saints, we got Shiloh, and we have one other person announced at this point, correct?
Yeah, Sean. Sean
Legacy.
Sean Legacy?
Yeah.
Should we all hit it real quick?
Mr. Turn the everybody's gotta hit the turn, so
Brandon may not know what we're talking about.
it's all right. He's looking at us.
Where's Sean Legacy?
Oh,
yeah, sorry. I'm just observing here. What's going on? We're doing a turn.
There's that
like a
meme
Joe
with
Hendry kind of a
we
turn.
gotta figure out which way to turn at the same time so we can send it to him.
There's that meme with that. I don't know who sings it, but it's John Hamm like turning his head in a.
Oh, turn the lights off. Yeah, no, I got it. And then there's like the whole. Oh, that's my favorite. I love
Sean
that.
Legacy has been making videos
on three. On three, we all have to do it. Just to send it. Just so.
All right, I'm gonna turn this way. That makes
I gotta
sense.
go. I know. I'm going that way.
Where am I turning it? This way?
Yeah.
This
all right. 3, 2. 1.
What am I doing?
That's terrible. We're it's all right, but it's gonna make for something good at some point.
I said, clip that. Just for posterity, Pierce. Give that a clip.
I believe there's 3 more matches next week. I know Keanu Carver's in one. Who else is in these matches?
Give me 1 second. I was just looking at it a minute ago too. I gotcha. Because they just put the graphics out. Jackson Drake is in one. I know that for sure. Yeah. So that's
no surprise there.
Would be interesting though. Like with Jackson Drake being in it. Because that kid's really good. Like he's ridiculously good.
I mean, they just had a destroyer in Ope-Eh, and Keanu Carver walks in like, "Hey, you guys are under new management." Like, I think he's an obvious favorite if he gets into the match.
So it's Hendry versus Jackson Drake is one of the matches they announced.
Okay.
And then Dion Lennox is in one as well, correct?
Is it against Keanu?
I don't think he's against Keanu.
Be a hell of a match though.
There would.
Dion and Keanu.
Yeah.
Both those motherfuckers are
there it
intense
is, Miles.
shit.
So it's Miles versus Dion. And then
That'd be good stuff.
Keanu versus Andre Chase. Poor Chase.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So Keanu Carver's in it.
Oh, man.
And
then Miles might upset Dion. That would, I don't know, man, because they're kind of putting a rocket on Dion right now.
Yeah. No, they pretty much put him as front runner of the.
With a vacant champion, who the champion by the end of the year is. So we'll just talk about this ladder match because I don't think we're going to have an idea who it's going to be at the end of the year. Because I think we all expected Javon to probably win it at Stand and Deliver. But then Javon got called up. Ope-Eh is getting called up right now and vacated the title despite people were saying like it doesn't make sense that Ricky won. I think him winning made a lot of sense and showed after Ope-Eh came back after his little hiatus, him coming back being a better, smarter, stronger ruler, like then beating him and him vacating, he ran through the entire roster. He had nobody else to prove. They wanted to do Ope-Eh versus Keanu and then have that be the succession plan. That would make some sense. But I think right now it would make sense if Ricky won that ladder match. I think the 2 dark horses, honestly, it's probably Keanu Carter. And if Miles wins his match, I think he is another good dark horse because they put a lot of stock into Miles last year and he has improved quite a bit.
Yeah.
But you think they put the strap on Keanu right away? Because I'm trying to think, because he hasn't done much in Evolve that I can recall.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, granted, I don't watch much of Evolve, but I mean, from what I've seen in highlights and stuff, like he's been there, but like not for an extensive period of time, I don't think.
I think he's still paying for his comments that he made about the Samoan
Samoans?
family. Yeah, I think he's. I mean, he's just now getting. That's why they even added it to the show last night. That's exactly why. It's because like they're like, oh, we've heard that you've been disciplined. He's like, disciplined for what? But like, it's
talking that shit.
yeah. I don't think they're gonna pull it on him yet. I don't think so. I think if anything, he'll be an issue for the North American Championship. That would be my guess.
Okay.
They seem to let people take their time with that one. Like, why? Just because we had a guy that was built similar to him in Oba, I feel like we don't need that fast again.
Okay.
Like,
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
let that title be like a hot potato for a second. Like, let the young guys, for me anyways, let the young guys like Miles have it randomly, and then like a Tavion have it, and then but eventually it's gotta get. For me, it's eventually got to get back to Ethan Page. That's the end goal for me. Like, I think that title gets back to Ethan Page somehow, and he goes on a crazy, like, lengthy reign. Because I don't think he's in a rush to go to the main roster right now. I don't think he is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, would you accept that as a substitute for him going to the main roster this year? Because I was thinking maybe after like Stand and Deliver, there'd be something for Ethan probably losing the title, because he will have surpassed Oba's reign by that point.
I think
as North American champion.
Yeah, because he's only 30 days away from beating Oba. But
it ain't far.
Yeah, I think this Ilio's going to end up getting it off of him, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was like a day away, just because he's kind of like Chelsea Green, and that's why they get along so well. I could see him being like a day away from breaking Oba's record, and then purposely like being okay with losing the belt. Because then that's just a hilarious like thing that he can always bring up. I was 1 day away from holding the longest record.
I mean, yeah, it fuels up that rocket ship. Yeah,
Page of all people.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense. I like that a lot. Going on to the women's championship, current champion is JC Jane. I think if we're looking throughout the year, there's one obvious answer of who's going to be champion by the end of the year, and that's Kendall Gray. I mean,
I was going to say Sol Ruka.
Oh yeah,
it could be Sol, but I think they're going to strap the rocket to Kendall this year. I mean, if she would have beaten JC, what was it, 3 weeks ago, I would have been completely fine.
Who's beating her on Evolve though for her title? That's the thing. Like, I don't see her. You can't have somebody else relinquish a belt that fast after Oba.
I mean, they have PJ Vang, the Tongan chick. She's in the running. Yeah, she
No, but she just beat her. She beat her like a week or so ago, didn't she?
Could be Nikita.
Yeah, there was a triple threat.
That's a good point too. But Nikita
could be Wendy Chu. There's quite a few people that it could be that could beat her, but I think like she had a great what was it, Iron Survivor match that showed her to be like the biggest blue chip prospect that I've seen in a long time.
I've been there since day one with Kendall, since she was sitting in Chase U.
Like
if
you look at Kendall Gray, she's like the closest that I've seen to like a Kurt Angle type blue chip prospect.
Say it every week. I've been saying for about a month or so now that I think she's going to be the best wrestler to do it at the end of the day. Like it's just too easy for her. Like, all she's got to do is get some personality, and you give her personality by putting her with the main character, Ren Sinclair. That's why they're together. That's exactly why they're together.
Winning combination.
Yep. Because that's the one thing that she lacks is that that depth when it comes to like her personality. Really, like, she's a badass. Yes, we get it. She's a wrestler. Yes, we get it. But the other sides are kind of missing. And if I hope that that's what they're working on together, and that's what's going to end up happening when that feud happens. Because like I said, sooner or later, that turn's going to happen, and Ren is going to just beat the dog shit out of. Sorry if I don't know if I can swear on here now.
Oh, of course.
No, fuck that. Go for it.
Beat the dog shit out of Kendall, and it's going to be a really good feud. And I think that might be the feud going into Stand and Deliver. That's what I think for Kendall.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean,
that's a solid prediction.
Rook is a good shout. Zarya is a good shout.
Yeah, I think it'll be Sol before Zarya, but
Blake Monroe is
Blake should be right there right now, but unfortunately,
but sounds like they're possibly talking about bringing her up right away. And
I don't think they are anymore. because she threw a
Honestly-
fit. She threw a fit after the Thea thing. Is the rumor
Mm,
behind the scenes, and a lot of people didn't like that. So it might have set her back a little bit. But that's a
With-
rumor, speculation.
yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah,
I mean,
all sorts of rumors and
things
innuendo.
happen, and the pivot that they did with Thea as champ for a month into Izzy Dame, I think worked very, very well.
Mhm.
Definitely worked in Izzy's favor.
It sucks they had to rewrite and re-record. What was it, like 3 weeks of TV because that was the Christmas season?
Well, they just had to
Mhm.
redo that. They just had to switch the one episode. So the way they recorded that week is that they did the Tuesday live, and then Wednesday they recorded the New Year's, or was it they did the Tuesday before Christmas live. Then they recorded the Christmas episode on Wednesday, and then immediately on the same day of Wednesday they recorded the New Year's Eve one. So that's kind of how they all had to do it. And
Mm.
for it to happen on that Tuesday, they then I think I had to write 2 weeks worth of stuff for that.
Right.
But it's insane. It's weird how they do that every year for the holidays. Like they switched the format because last year we did a triple taping in one night. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that must have been kind of brutal.
But great for them, though. Great for the folks who want to go spend holidays with the family.
Yeah, it's with we don't have to segue too far into it, but like if we look at WWE 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. I mean, they were all doing live shows, even if it was on Christmas, even if it was on New Year's. So let's be happy that the performers are getting chances to spend time with their family and actually get a break. I mean, the live event schedule is not really a thing anymore. They do random tours. Like, I don't know if it ended yesterday or if SmackDown this week is still in Europe, but the live event tour in Europe, which is like their Christmas, New Year's tour, and then there's no house shows for a while. So
Mhm.
they deserve to get this rest because they were beating their bodies up for 300 days a year, and that's just so rough. And that's why
Mhm.
you've seen a lot of people retire so young, and now they're actually getting, like, you look at CM Punk. I mean, he took that 7, 8, 9 year, 10-year break, but he was able to actually let his body recover enough to where we're seeing a 47-year-old CM Punk in a second prime and doing he's doing a full schedule. He's not doing, the partial schedule. He's not a part-timer, he's a full-timer. So
Yeah, saying things like, maybe I'll retire at 50.
Yeah, maybe.
So we'll see how I feel.
He's gonna be Ric Flair out there. Just go to
Oh,
sleep.
Christ.
Go to sleep in people while falling asleep. Like just.
Oh, yeah, just it hurts me to think of Punk slowing down like that, man. Like it's
It's weird to think about any of them, to be honest. Like once the Rock,
well, yeah, just like
when the Rock started getting skinny, like a couple months ago, I was like, no,
no,
he's not allowed to get old.
no,
And then
Nope.
we had Cena retire last month, and it's still like we're over a month past that, and it's still just wild.
That's weird. I was watching some the Unreal stuff. I haven't finished it yet, but just
I gotta start.
Even looking back on it, doesn't feel like that just happened. Like
Yeah.
that all just happened.
I feel like it's gonna be like Hall of Fame. It'll finally really sink. I don't think they're gonna announce it this year, but like
I think he might be this year. I think he might be first.
Oh, really?
First announcement. Yeah, now they're saying Vince is going to be on there too.
Second announcement, technically, because Stephanie was way back.
Oh yeah, Stephanie was first.
Yeah, Stephanie was out there, and then I swear to God, there's like one more, or maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. But I mean,
saw something today that said Vince is being talked about.
Oh shit! Well,
you know it's got to happen sooner or later, though.
Shane gets fucked over again.
Shout out to Shane, greatest nepo baby in the history of the game.
We love him.
Bar none.
Guy survived a helicopter crash. What a guy.
Yeah.
Among many other crashes.
Several. Yeah, jumping off of massive scaffoldings and flying headfirst through glass to land on your neck. Real glass. Where's my glass? Buddy. Oh, it's not glass, it's plastic. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
all right. Now, NXT North American champion, Ethan Page. I mean, dude is on the run of his life, and it is the most entertaining thing week to week, guaranteed. I love Ethan Page. I think, dude, sky is the limit for the guy. I've been saying he's going to main event a Mania one day, and I fully believe in that. And I think Elio is going to going to beat him at some point.
Yep.
And he could coast the rest of the year, or they could go flip flop. I think Tavion should get a run. I think Miles Bourne would be great with that championship. Najee, who are you thinking?
Like I said earlier, I think Elio is going to be the person that takes it off of him, and I think it's going to be sooner than later. And then I think that puts Ethan in like the main title picture. But gosh, there's a lot of people who deserve it, and now you're calling up all these people from Evolve. Like that's how you get a Jackson Drake. That's how you get a Sean Legacy. Like Sean Legacy is probably going to hold that title at some point in time this year. Like I wouldn't be surprised by that either. Him and Elio showed last night that they can go. Like they can give a fantastic match and still be best friends afterwards. So I think that's going to be a match we see a lot for that title too. But I would put my money on probably Sean Legacy holding that title for most of 2026. That would be my guess.
It's a good shout. Brandon, who are you thinking?
Part of me is like thinking there's going to be. I'd like to envision a feud, and this is me just playing pure fantasy booker, right? Like Sean Legacy is obviously a great show. Like there's a lot. He's been very talented. He's been up for a while. Glad to see him when he was announced for ID. Good to see him in Evolve, but like you have the guys that are already there. You had the big segment coming out New Year's Eve where all these guys are looking for the North American Championship. Shiloh Hill could be very well becoming a fan favorite, a number one contender to the North American Championship. I think he'd be really solid in that. But like selfishly, I feel like there's something to be said about like a friendly, perhaps like a Tavion Heights, Miles Bourne feud over the belt. Which one of them takes it off Ethan Page? Could be either or. Tavion kind of had his little shine with Ethan Page there earlier. That maybe passed. Miles is still kind of on up and up, so maybe he'd be more likely. And then here comes Tavion up the rear. There's just really a lot. Like, I feel like I've mentioned 4 dudes, and I feel like in my mind they all could equivocally claim to be like the guy to beat Ethan Page for that title and potentially send him off to main roster. That's what I think with Page anyways. I think he's main roster bound here this year.
It's Hobbs.
What was the name that came out? Royce something?
Yeah, I don't know. Royce
for Hobbs?
I don't know if that's for him or not, but they just
I hope not.
trademarked some new name.
They trademarked Royce Keys.
Royce Keys.
Powerhouse. That's going to be really fun. I'm not. That's going to have to sink in a little bit. That doesn't hit right. Not right away.
I mean, we all thought Ricky Saints was an odd choice.
Yeah, we thought that was weird, and now it sticks real good.
It's all right. See, now if you're putting Hobbs with anybody, I would have put him with Ricky. Like, Hobbs might hold the North American Championship, but like, Team Taz alumni.
But
Ricky's chicken shit heel.
Hobbs is going to go straight to the main roster.
I've heard that too.
Who knows? We're just armchair bookers.
He's got to go to SmackDown then, because I don't think you put him and Obo on the same show.
Yeah, that's 2 immovable objects that you're just like, one of them's got to go.
But right now, I know Omos has got to be somewhere drooling. Like Omos has to be so happy that like they're finally starting to get some like big dudes who can like move and know wrestling and can really like, because ever since he left for Japan, Omos is actually like really good.
And even before that,
let's say dudes in Mexico now.
His match at Mania 39 with Brock was great.
Yeah,
his match with Seth Rollins the month later was awesome. Like Omos has been just the hidden talent that they're not showing, and it's impossible to hide him because he's 7'4".
Yeah, they tried to send him to 2 different countries, and you can still see him.
And now he's with Vikingo, which is a really interesting pairing. Which we haven't even talked about Vikingo. So.
He signed to WWE officially.
You want to throw the NXT title on anybody? Vikingo is right there.
Yeah, but what is he? Who? I don't know. There's just nobody's really had any like real interactions with. Like that's why I feel like he would go main roster, because he's wrestled main roster people already. Like with like Dom and Ray and Gable.
He's been on AEW and TNA. Yeah. Like he's got like TV experience. Like I think if anything, most he'd need NXT for would be like some sort of character revision or refinement. But like,
I would assume
I don't know.
they
That can come in
just
time too.
remove the El Hijo Day from
Just
his name,
Vikingo.
and he just goes by Vikingo.
Yeah.
Because
They've
that's what
put
they
him
did
out
with
there as
Dr.
that
Wagner
before.
Jr., even though he is El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. So, like, I would assume they do
That's
that.
a mouthful.
And they could just call him grandson of Dr. Wagner, and that would be fine too.
Or Dr. Wagner
NXT
Tercera.
Women's North American Championship. It's Izzy Dame right now. I think she's a good choice. She's definitely a deserving champion. She's been grinding this past year hard. I genuinely have no idea. She could go the whole year with the title. I don't think she will. It could go back to who did she beat for it? You're just talking about her.
Thea Hale.
Thea. It could be Thea again. Yeah, Blake Monroe could get another run with it. Zarya could get a run with it. This is the most confused. I think Ren would be a great champion for it too.
They didn't mention it this week, but remember who's coming after it right now is Lola. Lola hasn't won a single title on NXT yet, so it might be a wrap for Izzy real quick.
Yeah,
Lola. Jada hasn't won a title yet either.
Well, Jada better get that main one, and that's the only.
Yeah, she getting the main,
and then hold it for fucking ever, because they made her wait so patiently last year and the year before that. Like ever since like maybe the original ladder match for the Women's North American Championship. It's been repeat after repeat after repeat after Jada sitting in the corner with her hands on her head like this, sitting by the steps, because she's just been that close. Close. Like, I think we'll talk about the main title when we get there, but like I think that Lola's coming after this, and I think that Lola's finally gonna get her North American Championship, and one of the like Lainey Reed or somebody will beat her for it. And that's how we'll end the year is somebody young like that with that belt. Is a Lainey Reed or a Skylar Ray, somebody like that, I think will surprise the world by the end of the year and be a champion.
Great shouts. I think honestly, out of all the titles that we talked about, I think I'm going to skip the Heritage Cup because it hasn't really been seen on.
It's NXT. Gone. No, it doesn't exist anymore. They.
Oh well.
Apparently, Stax is still the champ. For what it
86th in silence.
He's got a more important championship to worry about.
Come on, Brandon. We're not talking. We're talking about NXT.
It's
you can't keep a TNA guy down.
You know what? We can talk about that at another.
Najee knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he was like, "Have you ever heard of AJ Styles?"
Guys, Unbreakable Triple Threat 2005. I swear to God. No, but
without that,
there's another time.
So we'll give that a shout. So the tag titles, I think. So right now it's Dark State, Osiris, and Saquon. I think the tag division could use a shot in the arm. It's not the heyday of FTR or the Royal at the time, and who is the team DIY with Tommaso Ciampa. He announced today that his contract is going to be ending and he will be leaving the WWE. Thank you for everything, Tommaso. You made Milwaukee proud. Black and Gold NXT was so special with you at the top, and I will always remember. I think it was Takeover New Orleans where he walked out with no music and just his name and was booed out the building. He was so over as a heel, nuclear heat, and he didn't even need music. And then he got the banger theme of No One Will Survive.
Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, and I'm sure there's a lot of opportunities that are going to be out there for him, right? Like he's
going to go to AEW and have a ball with John Moxley.
With Mox, I mean, ideally, right? But
time.
Keep him the fuck away from Don Callis, please. Like, if there is a god, if there is a fucking god, dude, he will not be jumping in that
use another bald guy.
Dude, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to AEW. I don't doubt. Just like I knew as soon as I heard the Rascals contracts were up, I knew that that's exactly where they were going. Like, there's no way around that. He can really be his like crazy self in that company, and I think that that's probably where he'll get his real runs. He'll get his real respect, and he'll get the matches that he deserves. It doesn't have to be so formatted, kind of like, because that's just how WWE is, and there's nothing wrong with it. But that's just how it is.
Yeah, got to get it out. So
And I mean, his WWE career, even though the main roster stuff maybe it didn't live up to the expectations that everybody had coming out of NXT, and that's
It was
not.
fun.
It was fine.
I thought it
And
was
it's
fine.
not on Triple H. It's not on Tommaso. I kind of blame it mainly on who may or may not be in the Hall of Fame this year, I guess. But
He
like,
who may or may not be named.
it's very much
Changes.
like Black and Gold
BKF.
is so special because of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and those two have one of the greatest feuds of all time, and it was a WWE NXT feud. So, Dark State, I think OTM beats them. I think
me
that's
too.
easy. As for who beats OTM, I have no fucking clue.
It's going to unfortunately be swipe right on probably the dumbest interference we've ever seen. I don't. I don't know why. I feel like that's gonna be
tracks.
That's gonna be the storyline here. Is that OTM is gonna have it, kick everybody's ass for a little while. Eventually, they're gonna get screwed over by swipe right of all people, and then there's the beef until OTM gets called up.
Speaking of beef, where do Hank and Tank fit in all this?
They're in Japan, aren't they?
I want to.
No, they've been.
I want to say they just lost. I think they just lost the GHC tag titles recently because they were in a vignette with OTM. What, like 2 weeks ago or something like that?
They wrestled OTM 2 weeks ago and beat OTM, and then it was very confusing because we were like, why is OTM getting beaten by anybody right now? And then ever since then, they've just been gone again. But the thing about that is that nobody in that building, crowd wise, except for like a small handful, actually likes Hank and Tank in that building. I'm just saying in the building.
Yeah, I like
that is a group that is like they try to get over so hard inside the PC.
Yeah.
Never works. Like they get boos more than they get cheers. And I think they're having a hard time covering that up. Like because their energy stays the same regardless. Like they still come out, do the belly smack, like Hong Kong. But I feel like they're just having a hard time fitting them into a believable story where they're the baby faces. Like
well, and I feel like we've seen their act before too, right? Like with Otis and Tucker, like it kind of rings similar to that, like a Timu version of that.
But their thing is behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, they're such a big part of everything. Though. Like they do all the trainings, they do all the tryouts, they do a lot of the like different drills and classes to teach. So that's a big reason why I feel like they're still there, and that they try to reward them with TV time. It's just like you're just kind of throwing them out there sometimes.
Yeah, how they ever get paid, right? So
you can't just throw somebody out there as a white meat baby face because they're going to get booed. You need substance, you need character nowadays. And I think they had a deserving win against Fraxium at Stand and Deliver last year. That was a great match.
That was a lot of fun.
What happened after?
Yeah, they disappeared for like a month, didn't retain the titles for a while, and then they were just kind of there. That's why I feel like the tag team championships lost some momentum. Until OTM kind of just started wrecking everything. Or not OTM and
Dark State and the Hardys had a fun run for as small as it was.
Oh, that was sick. That's where I got that tank top.
Oh, dude, I'm still very jealous of that.
Oh, right on.
That's Jeff's tank top, if you didn't know, Brandon.
Right before he hit the finishing swanton bomb.
Let me take a little closer look.
Right there.
Oh, I'll be damned. Look at that. Little memorabilia. You gonna frame that?
Yeah, eventually.
Hell yeah. Got to.
I mean,
I'm doing it.
My little wall of wrestling shirts behind me. I think goes up to the ceiling.
Which speaking of
you're gonna have wallpaper there.
No more words theme, top 5 theme of all time. Will not argue.
But yeah, that's my idea for the tag titles. I think OTM and then swipe right.
That makes sense.
That seems solid.
There's not many tag teams in NXT right now. As for the speed titles, I don't necessarily think we need to go over them. I want to be cognizant.
Oh, they have the speed titles still?
Yeah, NXT.
Oh, damn.
NXT has them exclusively now.
Which
I was gonna say they could probably just send those to Evolve as like secondary titles. No, I would think
the Evolve's filmed differently than the other shows.
So as for who we think is going to get called up, I mean, they just did a huge call up right now, and I mean, if we're looking right now. I think we could end the year with Trick Williams as WWE champion. I mean, he is maybe the most over call-up I've ever seen.
I like it.
I'm glad he got that extra year. I'm going to say that. Like, I was wondering what they were going to do with him.
TNA after.
Yeah, TNA, that exposure did wonders for him. It did really good numbers for TNA. Like, and it just, I, he was lacking something before the TNA run. Like, it was like their pieces were there, but it didn't quite gel. And then after the experience in TNA, after his run as a heel champ, like, it all put together. And now he's on the main roster and he's just manifesting. Like, I don't think champion by end of the year is a bad prediction or very even a bold prediction. I feel like they know what they got with Trick. They're putting him up with Orton. They're putting him, already in like a WWE title contention fatal 4-way.
He's in the
veterans of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Royal Rumble ramifications. Like, they're putting up against like top guys in the game, like Sammy, like
Cardona. Him beating
Damian.
Matt Cardona on Matt's second week back is a big deal. And clean as a whistle, too. There was nothing that was fucky about it. And personally, I like that he's now doing the trick shot and doing kind of not the buckshot, what's the V trigger where he's kind of bicycle kneeing it. Where
That's how he's been doing it for a little while. I feel like
he started doing that against Ricky after that last man standing match that they had. And it's done wonders to that finish because the running knee is one thing and doing it just as a jump, it looks fine. Adding that second bicycle knee to where it just looks a little more impactful to me.
You gotta pump it.
Pump it.
I mean, Oba is going to be a huge deal. I assume that in the Rumble is when we see Oba for the first time on the main roster.
Yeah, and everybody in that, it's got to be. It's got to
be. He's just going to march up in that shit.
That camera angle? They're designing that stage specifically for that entrance.
They're building a whole stadium.
They built the whole thing. Yeah, and it's about to be done.
It's like, Saudi Arabia. I'm not. In like a couple days. They're going to build one for next year, too.
3 weeks, bro. 3 weeks.
No, they're going to build that shit. They're going to flatten that. Yeah, they're going to flatten that after everyone goes home, and they're going to build it straight up for next year. Like, because they fuck it.
And I think, the biggest thing that's going to happen is you're going to have a face-off between Oba and Brock, and it's going to be just. I don't have the button anymore. I need to add it, but big meaty men slapping meat.
Yep.
I think you get Oba and Gunter in there at some point too. I think that's going to be a program this year for sure. Because Oba,
that might be the Mania match. To be fair,
Oba's a lock for Raw. Like, I don't see him going to SmackDown. SmackDown got a lot of good talent. They got a good influx with their extra hour that they need to fill with. But Oba is, in my mind, a Raw, and I say that in more than one way. But he's a Raw dude. I see him going there and just tearing people apart like he did when he started out the gate in NXT. Building his shit up, and I think they're going to start putting him with dudes like Gunter within like maybe like you said, Mania could be it. Mania could be.
I think the Mania plan Oba's for Gunter is going to be Brock. Yeah, I think that's just they.
You don't think they're going to wait till Minnesota?
I would.
You don't think they're going to wait till SummerSlam?
And then have Gunther beat him in Minnesota. That's a big way to keep the super duper heat on Gunther. That's what I'd do. I'd be like, keep it nuclear, baby.
They have made
figure that shit out
into the most real heel in the past month because him beating Cena is one thing, but now he's starting to add actual heelish tactics to his matches.
Yeah, I think AJ beats him though. I don't think AJ retires this quick this year. I know he retires this year, but I don't know.
It's very possible because it's 10 years to his debut. He debuted at the Rumble in 2016. So if he wants to just put a picture wrap on his career, that would make sense. But I
mean, that's your intrigue.
Don't go out like that, bro. Like, know, it's AJ Styles.
He got more he can do. He ain't even had a match in TNA yet. Come on out here.
Man, he hasn't even wrestled Leon. He hasn't done his one-on-one with Leon Slater yet. Like, and that's a
promise.
It's tough to say if he's going to. As for the other call-ups, Jordan's already going to have a world title match. That's a big deal.
She's going to be the one that dethrones Jade.
You think so?
If not a returning Bianca.
I was going to say Bianca's in the wing, so I got to believe that's going to be a program. And I feel like Bianca,
until Mania. I want it so bad. I don't think you have the title on that for that match, though. I think Jordan does beat her, and it's Bianca's fault. And then that's how we get the beef all the way there. Because I don't know if you need the women's title attached to Jade versus Bianca. I don't think you do.
You really don't. It's tough to say right now.
Because it's like you're gonna get hate regardless of the win off of who your champion is if that happens.
Yeah.
People are gonna be mad. Oh, Jade's champ again, and then there's gonna be the Bianca haters that we know exist. We've
Right.
seen it.
Bianca
right.
was one of the most hated people last Mania, and I was booing because I just wanted the Io Rio, singles match. Even though that triple threat, we should have. That's an honorable mention for last week that we didn't even talk about. Brandon, that triple threat was fucking incredible.
Oh, fucking was, yeah. Oh, I was there. I was there for it.
Yes,
we were there for it. All three of us, yeah. But yeah, no, that was definitely an honorable mention. I thought I brought that up. Maybe I didn't. Anyways, but no, it was great. Hard to say Bianca was hated though. I think she just wasn't as liked as much as like Io and Rhea, and that was. I mean, they had a lot of good heat on them too.
It was the Cena and Reigns problem where somebody is quote unquote overpushed. I don't think Bianca is necessarily overpushed,
but she was just always there.
And
she had been a champ for 400 plus days too.
It's stale, if anything. Maybe she needs a little heel turn, make her a little more.
That's all. She's one of those people that's like impossible to turn heel and make it believable.
Because she's very likable.
Yeah.
So it's tough to say. Who else has been called up in the past couple weeks? There's been a couple others, right?
Javon was.
Which he's apparently okay. So let's be happy about that.
I had somebody say that, like, oh, he needs to slow down. Somebody was like, oh, he needs to slow down. I'm like, no, he doesn't. Like, he's okay. Like, these things happen. Like, unfortunately,
he's 21 years old and he's bouncy. Like, the bro is invincible. He's fine.
That's his whole thing. If he slows down, then there goes his whole entire. There goes his weapon.
Exactly.
Keep doing your thing. Brother. Just
imagine being told to slow down at 21. Like, shoo.
We have our yearly. We have our quarterly hot takes, which you should come on for an episode. They're a blast. And one of the hot takes I had in the last quarter, or the second to last quarter, was Javon's going to break Randy Orton's record for the world title, and nobody thought he was going to get called up this early. He's been called up now. I think it's very possible that he breaks that record.
What's the age?
24 in like 3 months.
24. Yeah, I can see it. 3 years. That's I can see that. And
I see him being between.
And he beats Randy for it.
Oh, shit.
Or he finally gets his win over Oba.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to happen at some point. That's going to be a WrestleMania match that we're never going to forget whenever it does happen. But I don't know. I could see Randy being the person with the title when Javon beats him to become the youngest one.
See, I see him being somewhere between like Orton and Lesnar. Like, I don't know if he breaks the Orton. I feel like Randy Orton is just like a protected figure in WWE, and like Javon would have to be something special for like, not to say Javon is not special because he absolutely fucking is, but like I just think of like the kind of work he'd have to be putting on for like effectively the rest of his career in order to, and like Randy Orton was like, he's got a lot of pedigree behind him, and he had a lot of, and Javon is like, but Javon also is like a very big fan favorite.
I see what you did there.
I like, you know what, like I don't know, like Javon to me kind of, he's a big time fan favorite, but like Jeff Hardy was also a big time fan favorite in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and people were clamoring for him to be WWE champion forever especially since that ladder match with Taker.
He self-sabotaged himself though.
He did.
Yeah,
he did, and I don't see Javon doing that.
Same thing with RVD. That's like RVD probably would have been talked about in a completely different way. Jeff Hardy would have been talked about. I don't think Javon goes down the path to where he.
I don't see that either.
Himself. If anything, it's just going to be him versus his body.
Yeah, and he puts it out there, and then I mean, right? We'll see. Like, I'm not trying to cast shade on him at all. Like, he's got so much upside, it's ridiculous, man. But
and RVD is a different case because he was going to be the champ, but then he got high.
Sure did.
Jeff Hardy
still do.
I don't know why they took the title off him after a month, but like
because he was high.
What was he?
He might have been drunk. More than likely,
that one may have. I mean, 2008
Jeff. Still a high.
2008 Jeff Hardy is damn near untouchable.
Yeah, it was awesome.
As a year.
That was one of the funnest. I just graduated high school. That was a great time.
They put the whole like story of his WWE championship on the WWE vault. It's like an hour and a half. Such a good watch.
I'll have to give that a peek.
Oh, it's just so good. I love that man to death. He was my first. I want to say one of my first favorites. Like it was him, The Rock, RVD. I want to say I was just overly obsessed with. But obviously because I'm from the same city as RVD. But like man, Jeff Hardy was just
that's for the
something
hometown boy.
man. The first show I ever went to, it was Jeff Hardy versus RVD in a ladder match, and they unified the European title and the Intercontinental title in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Same night as the only time Eddie Guerrero and The Rock wrestled each other ever was that night too. That promo was so good.
They showed clips of that match where Rock tries to hit the rock bottom and Eddie swings it into an arm drag.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was such a good match. And that was me as I think an 11-year-old. Was I 11? Yeah, I was 11.
Could have been 01, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
crazy business.
Been like 6.
It was 2002. It was like summer 2002, but it was the night right after The Rock had beat Undertaker and Kurt Angle in that triple threat for the undisputed title. It was the night right after.
Okay, yeah, that would have been 02.
Only good match of Undertaker's 2002 until Brock Lesnar versus him in a Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
Yeah, because like I know we're kind of off the beaten path, but we're just having fun now.
Yeah,
we kind of hit where we needed to.
Yeah,
but like if we look at that 2002 for the WWE Championship, you got Chris Jericho being second fiddle to Stephanie McMahon, and then Triple H wins it in one of the most boring main events in Mania history. And then
how the hell are you supposed to follow that whole entire night?
Yeah, no.
WrestleMania 18 doesn't make sense to me as to how good that card was.
Yeah, they learn with 28. That's why you put The Rock and Cena on last, because you should have learned from Rock and Hogan 10 years prior.
Close the show, and then Hogan wins the title a month later for no reason. And then Undertaker beats him with the worst choke slam of all time. And then The Rock wins it and goes on a mini run. And then him and Brock just gets the rocket strapped to his back.
As he should have.
Wrecks everything for a year damn near until Kurt Angle decides to be a super heel.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a time, man.
So, it was, man. That was a great run.
WrestleMania, I want to say like the run between 17 to 20.
Yeah.
Things got like a little interesting and creative at 21, but like those WrestleManias by itself was like if you were to go to high school,
super solid, man,
and everything was perfect.
Like
your college
run, you're not wrong.
Perfection.
You're not wrong.
And that's before my time too, because I got into wrestling around WrestleMania 21 because Cena was my original guy.
Wow. So, see, my first Mania that I watched was 18, but I was into it. Like my whole life, I was always into wrestling, but I never really understood it until I was like maybe like 8, 9 years old, and then I just loved it. I've just been stuck with it ever since.
Yeah,
believe it or not, the first Mania I ever watched was Mania 30. I got that for my 18th birthday because like it was all pay-per-view. I didn't have money, and my parents, I was like, hey, I want to watch this because me and my buddy Alex, shout out to Alex, were super into the Brian Danielson story, or Brian Danielson, whatever you want to call him.
It's weird to say it now, isn't it?
Yeah, you never know. You feel wrong, but you feel right at the same time.
It's just
like Daniel Bryan.
It was just so perfect, and like CM Punk was my favorite, and then he skipped town. I mean, he's still my favorite wrestler of all time. He skipped town, but then if that didn't happen,
I was at that Money in the Bank too. I was at that one in Chicago. I was there, dog. Still gives me chills thinking about how that's the craziest crowd I've ever sat in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I got to catch one Chicago show in my life.
And I was at Rock Cena 1, and I will still say that like that Chicago crowd for Cena Punk, craziest thing I've ever sat in my life.
I got to catch one Chicago show in my lifetime, man. Like every single thing I hear about, even like I'm sure Warrior Wrestling too. Like, you know, indie promotion probably was still rocking. You know,
dude, I feel like I was saying before we got on here. I love Chicago. If it wasn't freezing cold, that's where I would probably be the rest of my life. Love me some Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, boys. I have to hop up out of here, and I gotta.
Yeah, it's about time we close up the cast anyway, unless Brandon's got anything else to say.
Oh shoot.
No, I think we said it all. No, thank you for joining us again, bros.
Yeah, guys, thank
you for having the time.
Me.
Yeah,
love the banter.
We'll get this scheduled another time so we can have you on for another prediction show, and we'll.
Yeah, that was on me, dude. I triple booked myself today on accident. because I'm getting old and I need to start writing stuff down, I guess.
Shit happens. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm right there. So
But Najee, thank you so
Outlook
much,
is your
man.
friend.
We appreciate the hell out of you, brother. I'll text
Yeah,
you.
man. Thank you
And
guys
like I
so
said, I'll
much.
probably hop in that other cast chat. So
Yeah,
and
cool,
then,
man. Appreciate you.
but
I guess we're doing it. I guess it's a Zoom call, so I guess they're not putting it out live. So that's I
Oh.
just got the link.
Oh,
But all right, brother.
there it goes.
I'll see you guys
All
in a little bit.
all
Peace,
right,
peace.
All right,
Thank you
boss.
guys for having me
See
one
you
more
down the
time.
road.
NXT with Najee Body Slam Whip Show. You guys
follow this man.
See ya.
All right, Larry Najee.
All right, and we'll go to this. I don't think any. Shout out to Finn Balor and CM Punk, banger of a match. I knew Finn wasn't going to win. I had that copium, but he's got catch your breath back. Let's be happy about that. I think it leads into Dom versus Finn at Mania, and maybe we see a demon. I don't want to. I mean, what do you think? Does that make sense?
In any case, I think it's about time they close up shop on the Judgment Day. I think they turn off the Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever the fuck them kids are playing now. I think it's time for the Judgment Day to kind of. I think Liv Raquel and Roxanne will probably still be a thing in some capacity.
Dom in that. You could keep those four together. I think that's fine.
Yeah, or maybe Dom goes on his own too. You know what I mean? Maybe Dom just says F it to all of it. Like, I mean, unless we really want to rehash like Liv and Dom again. Like, I don't know. I feel like they got to with the influx of talent that we got coming in. Like, we got to remember the guys who are all still there, right? Like your LA Knights, your Logan Pauls, your Dominic Mysterios, right? Like, I feel like Dom at this point, I feel like Judgment Day kind of holds Dom back. And if they keep him in, even if it's with Liv and Rox and Raquel and all that, I feel like Dom's just got to start to fly solo here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's just
that
my
makes sense.
take on it, though.
I
That's
think
just my take.
Have legs because they work so fucking well together. Like they
Sure,
are one of the
but
best on-screen pairs maybe ever. Like
the Shield worked really well together, though, too. But then that ended before some of us probably wanted to.
that ended at a perfect.
And look
point.
at what it turned out. Right. I'm just saying. I think we see the disintegration of the Judgment Day come by WrestleMania, and I think we start to see Dom flourish. I hope we see more for Finn. I hope there's a world title run for him in the future.
I think that was the
feasible Mania match
to show, and I mean, passed with flying colors. Like as soon as he hit that coup de grace, I thought maybe that we would see another shock title win.
But, I was hoping for it.
I mean, honestly, I was too, but also like it's Drew. You know how Drew was the, failures create character or whatever. I can't remember the
sure.
circle. It's
well, no, I get what you're putting.
That's
down.
what Finn is. Like that's
yeah.
I mean, and again, we were talking about Black and Gold. He's another person on that Rushmore. I mean, it was.
He needs one more title run, though. Like,
I would agree.
He puts in such ridiculous work.
He got one Universal title, and then Vince just said, "Nope, never again."
Yeah.
And then they just
honestly,
Demon like its own character, which is dumb.
Is agreed. I think there's something to be said when Cody's got him on his cast, and he's talking about we all owe something to this man. I think, and especially with like the programs they're sticking Finn in more recently. And of course, the rumor of the push that we'd heard last year coming into this year.
Real quick.
I'm always down for a biz quiz for Liz. A little too sweet ski hoots. I miss the Good Brothers too, by the way. They're up in Canada for that little show that they got with MLP.
Yeah.
They're also in NWA, and like they're having a little, what if you want to call it, a retirement run. It works for them, right? Semi-retirement run, but yeah, they should have taken more advantage of Balor Club when that was still a thing. That's my own grievance. That'll be for a different podcast.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, I didn't want to get too far into it. Next week we got the Rumble predicts because it is Rumble season. Finally, people are giving a shit about the Rumble because we're 2 weeks out and we finally got some entrance into the men's Rumble. I think we got like 1 or 2 into the women's. Yeah, Rio announced for the women's.
Quite a few. Yeah, I think Kabuki Warriors put their hat.
Judgment Day as well. And like, it's just we were talking about this. Why does nobody in kayfabe sense give a fuck about the Rumble? It's a chance to main event Mania and possibly win a championship. And
It's not that they don't give a fuck. I just
nobody
don't.
talked about it. Usually we hear
Well,
somebody
sure,
back in December
but we
saying,
know it's coming.
yes, we as fans know it's coming, but the wrestlers in kayfabe should as well, and they should be like, "Hey, Rumble's coming up. I'm announcing my entrance." Or they used to have the qualifying matches. Where have those been? I get it. It's just the past month has kind of been a blur because we had the Cena, and then they had to close that up, and then obviously this month started off crazy with Drew fucking doing it, and finally winning the WWE Championship after 3 years of some of the best character work I've ever seen. And
Yarp.
I mean, I think we're in for a fun Mania run and road to WrestleMania, but I mean, it's very interesting to think about that in the kayfabe sense, nobody really cared about the Rumble when it should be cared about way more.
I don't know, man. I don't know about the pageantry of like Rumble announcements. I think they're kind of overrated because it's like Cody Rhodes is in the Rumble. Oh my God, no way. You know, like
That's a big deal.
He doesn't have the title anymore. He didn't have a match. Huh?
That's a big deal. But tie the record.
Well, sure, absolutely. I just don't know that it requires like a full Cody promo type segment. You know what I mean? Like, or in other cases, like I think you can kind of guess who's going to be in the Rumble, and kind of like Wells was saying too. I caught a comment from him saying, "I miss when like we didn't know who was coming out for the Rumble until the buzzer went off." I think there's something to be said for that. I think that the less we know about who's in the Rumble, the better off we all are, because you know, it's like they had the Rumble on the Vault. They're replaying like last year's Rumble, among others. And like, I'm looking at all these guys, and like the moment when they had Cena and Reigns and Rollins and Punk in the ring at the same time, it's like, it got the pop from the people because these are obviously all 4 generational stars in the ring at the same time. But it almost seemed to me kind of ham-fisted. Like, we knew this, like, did you really have to stack them all next to each other? Like, we all knew they were going to be in there. We all knew, I don't know. That was just me, maybe.
I don't know. It's not. I'm not saying it's sour grapes or anything, because I know you can have some real sour grapes. But like,
hot
in my
takes
eyes, what
up.
I'm giving is sour grapes, because like in kayfabe, wouldn't you want to announce that you're going to be in the Rumble and like give a shit that you can? If they have the qualifying matches, wouldn't you want to give a shit off the chance to main event and win a world title at WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year? That makes sense to me.
Oh, sure. I mean, and they can figure out who they want to put in the Rumble. I guess my point is like the less we know about who's going in, the better. And I feel like it kind of, frankly, it wastes time when we have a guy like Cody Rhodes, who we know lost the title. He doesn't have a match for the Rumble. Like, I think we can probably guess he's going to be in the Rumble. And I don't know that we have to, it can be put out there because they do the Royal Rumble, you know, they do the play by numbers shit every year, right? I think they could have put that in there. Like, Cody Rhodes is looking at his 3rd Rumble win. It doesn't have to be like a big plot point. I mean, it could be a plot point, right? Because Cody's
character, it makes sense. Hey, I'm going to be in the Rumble because I'm back the line because of what Drew said. So that makes sense. Like, it's simple, easy. All I'm saying is some wrestlers, Cody's the big one. He should absolutely give a shit that he's going to be in the Rumble. I mean, I don't know who we're going to see. We're going to talk more about it next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, I think we're at a perfect endpoint. Brandon, is there anything? I mean, did you want to give a couple minutes to TNA's debut?
The numbers were not pleasant. Oh Christ! Yeah, don't. I mean, it doesn't have to be an indication for the rest of the year, right? Like if they can, when we've had this conversation, if they can just cough up the money and, you know, they want to brag about the trimmed roster and some people can't handle the bright lights, you know, but then let's shovel in a couple more TNA or NXT stars that aren't doing anything that week, like Zaruka, who are challenging for the TNA Knockouts tag titles, because there are no other fucking TNA Knockouts tag teams left. The inspiration went away. They'll end up somewhere where they're appreciated and where they'll capitalize on opportunities.
I want to talk about with that, with some people leaving and like Trey Miguel. We hope you're okay, dude.
Yeah, that's a situation.
It's unfortunate what happened, and that's not fair to him. Get your
No.
mental health right. Mental health matters. And then a picture came out today with Hangman Page. I don't know if you saw this, and Marty Scurll.
Oh yeah.
And people
Yeah.
are just dogging on Hangman.
Uh-huh.
It's the same thing with people with Cena talking about Vince. It's like, people are mad that people are saying Vince is this, Vince is that. He's like a father figure to me. I love him, that thing. People can be
Yeah.
shitty people, and then you still have a relationship with them.
And that's the thing too. Like Vince had a lot of public upside as well as his downside, right? Mostly what we got from Marty, he was a great wrestler back in his time.
Still
A
is.
future world champion. Oh yeah. He's tearing up Puerto Rico, from what I understand. But he's also a nonce, right? So like, there's I'm sorry, like you got pegged for it.
Hangman's this virtuous person and everything, and now he's hanging out with Marty, and that's a bad look for Hangman.
Strange bedfellows.
It's a bad look for Hangman, but that's all it is. He can still be friends with him. People are complicated. I don't want to say that Marty's a good person, because everything we know he's fucking not. But and the same for Vince. He's a terrible person, but people are still going to say, I love him. He's like a father figure to me, because they realize that this person is a piece of shit, but they still have this pre-existing relationship with him. And that's all that is. There's nothing more to it. You guys gotta calm down just a little bit.
I just hope it's not the Warner Brothers gig, because they're trying to say that the shit that happened with Trey Miguel came from somebody that was not Tony Khan, from somebody higher up. So you can only imagine it's Warner Brothers execs, right? My hope is that it's not going to be like this thing with Hangman.
Fucking Tony, shut up, dude.
My hope is just that they're not going to Jay Briscoe this out, right? Like particularly with Hangman.
Exactly what is happening for, not with Hangman, but with Trey. And that's really
with Trey, I'm sure it is, yes. But my hope is that they don't drag Hangman through the mud. Yeah.
The IWC will, but that's what the IWC does. So
yeah, fuck it. I'm sure Trey will be
light on what Marty and Vince did. I'm just saying people are complicated and have shades of gray, and Hangman is one of those people.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of nuance, man. And again, my hope is that Hangman doesn't get dragged for any of this. So
he is already. He's not going to be on AEW TV, but he is getting dragged quite a bit, and that's unfortunate. That's all I really wanted to say about it. As for TNA, started good, went down a fucking hill, ended pretty good. Is there anything else?
Yeah. I mean, AJ was there. It was fine. Hopefully we see more of him before his career wraps. Hopefully becomes champ before career wraps, selfishly.
That's a tough
we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we'll talk more about AJ next week.
Mike Santana, good for him.
Yes, good for Mike Santana, well-deserving champ. Next week, we got the Rumble predicts, and I think that's it. Week after that, we'll talk about the Rumble results with our buddy from OTM, Mr. OTM. He will come on, and we will have a grand old time. But as for tonight,
hell yeah.
Thanks for stopping to the Ope-Eh three-way. Have a beer, water, coffee if you're having a dry January on us. And we will see you next time. And I think we got a new thing to talk about.